I'm asked about sulfites all the time, so here's the lowdown. I'm Sophia from The Drink Talking. I'm a wine educator and I run online wine and cheese tasting events. So sulfites naturally occur during fermentation in your wine. So it means that every single wine that has been made does contain some sulfites. So there's no such thing as a wine that is 100% sulphite free. What you might have seen written on wine labels is no added sulphur or zero sulphur added. Now this is because sulfites act as a preservative, so they play an important role in preventing oxidization and maintaining the wine's freshness. So this is why a lot of winemakers add extra sulfites in order to stabilize the wine. Some of you might have had some natural wines where when you smell them they have that kind of funky aroma of like cider or kombucha, and this is because they've had little or no sulfites added. The big question, are sulfites evil? It seems that most people have a zilcho problem with them, but if you're an asthmatic, there's about 5 to 10% of asthmatics who could have an allergic reaction. So this is why they must be included on wine labels, as they are an allergen. Are they responsible for your headache? No, that is usually just the booze. A great way to work out if you are affected by sulfites is just to look at what other foods contain sulfites. So have a look at this groovy thing from Winefollow who made this chart. On the low end of the scale, you can see dried red wine, whereas on the top end of the scale, you can see dried fruit has absolutely loads of sulfites in. So if you previously had a bad reaction from eating raisins or dried apricots, then probably you are affected by sulfites. But if you've never had an issue, then it looks like you're fine with them. However, I would say sulfites are under the public's beady eye as a possible cause of health problems because of their prevalence in processed foods. But so far, there's no scientific evidence to support it. We just don't know. One other thing to clear up is just spelling differences, the lingo. PH is UK, whereas spelt with an F is USA. Also, sulphites is what you find in wine and food, whereas sulfates is what you find in like shampoo and soap and so on. Okay, I've been Sophia from The Drink Talking. If you would like to know more about wine, you can follow me on Instagram or Facebook. I'd also love to see you on one of the online tastings one time. Thanks so much for watching. It's been a pleasure.